I'm just going to show you some features on the Enforcer Security Alarm, which I fit on a lot of domestic systems because it's no wires, no mess. And I'm going to show you how to change the user code on the system and how to add an additional code onto the system. To change the codes for on the system, just press D and then enter your user code. At the moment on the panel is just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it gives you do you want to change the time and date, and obviously at that point you press no. It says operator users, omit, edit users, which is where you want to change, add or change your code. Press yes at this point. It says, do you want to add new user? So if you wanted an extra user for the cleaner or whatever, you can press yes. It'll say empty user 1 or empty user 2, whichever, and then you can enter in press yes again, and then it'll ask you to enter in a new code. So for just a typical example, I'm just going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, and then press yes, and that's entered the user code in. And now it's going to it's asking for an option of what type of user. So if you press 2 or if you press 1, it gives you a manager code, so he has authority to change codes as well and different options. But we're just going to leave it as a user code, which is set at 0, and then we're just going to press yes, and it's going to say all areas that the system's set up for, unset and set, and it's going to say no to Flexi, and then you can enter in, a name in. So you can put a name in with the text, which on the letters, which are, I'm just going to press A for an and it has predictive text, so it's just put Aaron in. And if you wanted to change the next letter, you just scroll across with the arrow key to the next letter, and so on and so on. But I'm just going to leave it as Aaron. And then it gives you the option to put in a second code if you wanted a second code, but we don't want a second code, so you just press no at that point, and then it asks you the same question again. Do you want to add a user? Press no again, and it says, do you want to delete and change? So if we wanted to change the master code, which is the main code that gives you more options, you would press delete or change users. So you press no again, and then it brings up, do you want to change the master code? Made a slight error there. And then you press yes, and then to put a new master code in, you have to press C to clear the code. And then once you've cleared the code, you can then enter the new code in. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have a 6-digit code or a 5-digit code, but we're just going to do a 4-digit code. And then once you put the code in you want, you press yes, and it's going to ask the same questions. If it's a user, it's going to say, do you want all areas, unset, flexi set, yes, so it's set for flexi set on manager. And then you can put a name in if you want to put a name in, which if I put B in, it'll probably come up Brian. Oh, it says Burns. Oh, predictive text is fun. So Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, press yes. Press yes again. Actually, no, you don't want to change the master code, so we'll press no. And it says, do you want, it drops you back a stage at a time, and then you press no again, and then no again, and no again, no again, no again, no again, and again, till you reach exit manager. And then once you get to exit manager, you press yes, and now the new user code will work on the system. It'll and the new engineer code will work as well, which I put in, which is the 4 2s. And then it'll ask you, because it's flexi set, it asks you what area you want to set. But we're just going to press no, which brings us straight back out. And that's pretty much it. I hope this video was useful to you, and it'll cure a few problems, and hopefully I'll make a few more that'll help you in the future. Thank you very much. Bye.